Hello there. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to have some fun, flowy playfulness today. So this is definitely going to be different, but we're going to be a flowy vinyasa. I think that you'll really like this. We're going to begin in a child's pose. So go ahead and find either traditional child's pose or extended child's pose. I'm going to go for the extended child's pose. Knees out to the edge of my mat, big toes touching. Walk my hands forward and drop down into the space. Way to go. Hardest part complete. You're here and now all you have to do is move. Go ahead and start by taking some good deep breaths in through the nose. Exhaling them gently out through the nose. Becoming present into this moment. Dropping into the now. No thoughts of what's next or what's going on. Only what is in front of you, which should be a mat. How does that mat smell? Mine smells like roses. How does it feel? Mine is very grippy. It's got some little pieces of sand from Yoda walking on my mat this morning. How do your feet feel connected to the mat? If your eyes are not closed, please go ahead and close them. Finding your own cocoon of love right here with yourself. Becoming childlike. Having a sense of playfulness to you. I have no problem being a child. I love adventure. I love playtime. And I really love sleep. Which may not be something that young kids like, but they do a lot of it most of the time. Go ahead and let your next inhale bring you up to all fours. Kneeling or extended, you should just be able to press up and come into all fours. Making sure our hips are over our knees and our shoulders are over our wrist. Neutral spine. Smile here. Gaze is down. And go ahead and with some cat-cow. So drop the belly, lift the chest. Inhale. Cow. Exhale, round the spine. Cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, back to neutral. Go ahead and look at your feet. Go ahead and look at your right foot. Wiggle them toes. Spin around. Look at the left foot. And sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Gaze can follow. And thread the needle. Come to lay on that right shoulder. Left hand can be on the ground where it was in all fours. It can be overhead. It can be up towards the sky. Or you can bind here, wrapping around your right thigh. Maintaining that open expansiveness through the chest. And breathing. And smiling. This is nice. And if you're in the bind, go ahead and unravel. Left hand plants down, pushes you back up. Right hand sweeps up. Follow that with your gaze. And plant that hand back down. And to the other side, left hand sweeps up towards the sky. Gaze follows. And thread the needle through the right arm. Same options on this side. You can leave your hand where it was in all fours. You can take it overhead. This is really nice lengthening. Or you can take the bind, give more of a chest opener, wrapping that right hand around that left inner thigh. Twist. This is a Monday for me, and twists are always really good for our digestive systems, especially if we don't eat right on the weekends. If you're in that bind, go ahead and unbind, plant that right hand and push yourself back up. Left hand towards the sky and place it back down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and tuck those toes, lift those knees, hover here for a second, lighten up that core. Breathing. And we're going to step the right foot through, followed by the left, and hang here for Ragdoll. Get some length through that spine, slight bend through the knees. Conscious breathing here. Inhale, halfway lift, find that length through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, down through heart center. Our Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Go ahead. Spit out something you're thankful for. I am thankful for you showing up today. Thank you. Easy. Being thankful is it's a good thing for us, for our minds, our bodies, our spirits, all of the above. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Go ahead and drop your sits bones back, chair position, arms up overhead. Breathing here. Keeping our sits bone or our pelvis at a neutral tilt. We are not collapsing here. We are seated in our pretend little chair. Everybody say hey to Alice. Beautiful kitty. Now, can you lift the right leg off or right foot off? Tiptoes. Okay, now come back and step back slowly, if you can, through Warrior 3 into your high lunge. Beautiful. Breathe here. Arms high overhead. Your left knee is not splaying over your left ankle. You're breathing. Right heel is splaying towards the back of the mat. Big stretch through the psoas muscle. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drop down on that right knee. We're in a crescent lunge here. And push back into half splits. And fold here. We're breathing. Our hips here are squared. Come back through that Crescent lunge. Our right hand is pressed down beside our left foot, about hip distance apart. We're going to lift our right knee, and our left hand sweeps towards the sky. A little twist here. Breathing. And now we're going to come around for Skandasana on our left side. Breathing here. If you're not all the way down on your foot and you're like this, that's fine. If you want to put the block under your heel, that'll make it a little bit easier to access for some people. We are lifted here. Our chest is expansive. We are not collapsing down and dumping our weight. We're lifted. We're controlled here. Okay, and we're going to come over to lizard. So plant your hands inside, both of them inside the side of your left foot. You can go ahead and feel it in this with your right leg lifted. Just feel the difference. So go ahead and drop the right leg down. See how much different that feels. And if you want, you can go ahead and walk down to your forearms. Lizard. Such a nice hip opener. Our lizards. Okay, go ahead and press those hands back up. Tuck those right toes. Now we are pivoting over to side plank. If you can do extended side plank, be my guest. Taking the peace fingers around the right toe, the left big toe, and coming over. Extended side plank. You could be in tree variation or just side plank. And drop down. Rock over to plank. And vinyasa. Lower down chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Knee back on a down dog. Our first down dog of the day. Beautiful. Go ahead and tiptoe up in front of the mat. Ragdoll. Inhale, root to rise. Arms all the way up overhead. Exhale them down through heart center. Beautiful. Next side. Let's go ahead and get our chair position. Neutral tilt in the pelvis. Arms up. Gazes forward. We're going to take the same exact options on the other side. So go ahead and come up on the tiptoes on the left side. Through a warrior three, we're going to step back to high lunge. So warrior three, slight, and high lunge. Beautiful. Making sure your right knee is not over your right ankle. We're smiling here. Happy, 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 happy. Okay, lower down the back knee. We're in a slight crescent lunge here. Push back. Half splits. Half splits and me used to really not get along, and I didn't like them at all. They're okay now. Just keep the hips square. You know, if you can't fold all the way over, it's okay. Just keep your hands planted and feel this stretch all through your hamstrings. Roll forward. Tuck that left toe. Keep your left hand on the ground. Right hand sweeps up towards the sky. Twist on the other side. Yep. Next, we are flowing into Skandasana on our right side. Beautiful. Maintain that lift, the length through the spine. Hands are at heart center or on the mat. Absolutely beautiful. Skandasana is one of my favorites. Okay, we are pivoting over, finding our lizard. So both hands are on the mat beside the right foot. Feel this lizard before dropping down that left knee. Feel the difference this feels in your right hip once you drop that knee. See how much more you get. Walk on down to the elbows if you want more out of your lizard. Breathing here. And go ahead and push back up. Now we're going to do the side plank on the left side. Same options here. You can take regular side plank, or you can do tree in the side plank, or you can do what I'm about to do and do extended side plank. So I take my two peace fingers, grab my right foot, pivot my left foot, and there we go. Here we are, side plank. Smiling and happy. Release down, pivot over to plank, and vinyasa. Lower down, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and meet me back, downward facing dog. Whew, beautiful. Go ahead and come up on those tiptoes, bend the knees, and press your chest towards your knees. Such a great shoulder opener. And tiptoe up all the way to the mat. Ragdoll. Inhale, root to rise, arms up, overhead. Exhale, down to heart center. Beautiful. Such a fun little flowy motion there. For our next little flow, right leg lifts up. If this is good for you, we can stay here. Otherwise, you can point your toes. See if you can straighten that leg. Hands at heart center. Hold. And swing that leg back for half moon. On this side. And step back. Arms sweep up. High lunge. Beautiful. Straighten that left leg. And come down for triangle, extended triangle here. If you need a block, put the block down there. It can be right here at your shin. Wherever you are, be there. And breathe. And that's beautiful. Come back up. Warrior two. And breathe. And windmill those arms over. Frame that left foot. Step back. Down dog. Vinyasa. Roll up. Plank. Lower down chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And meet me back in a downward facing dog. And tiptoe up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms all the way up. And me at heart center. Beautiful. Okay. Left leg up. If you can keep it here, that's great. This is just challenging all kinds of muscles. If you can, keep the foot out. Breathe. And bring it through, half moon. Kick that left foot actively back, rooted firmly to that right foot. And step back. High lunge. Open up into warrior two. Straighten that right knee. Come forward for our extended triangle on this side. Beautiful. Come back up into your warrior two. Breathe. And windmill those arms over. Frame the right foot and step back. Plank. Let's roll forward to plank. We're going to slowly do our vinyasa. So we're in plank. Rock forward. Hold. Hold. Lower down chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Chest is lifted. Poke that chest up as high as you can get it. Thighs are off of the ground. Toes are tucked or untucked. And push back. Downward dog. Way to go. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little bit sweaty. Roll forward and drop those knees down. Actually, we're going to put them out towards the outside edges of our mat and come down for a yogi squat. After all that hip opener, this feels like it's needed. Yes, I feel like yogi squat's needed always. Sorry. I know y'all like it too. Oh yeah, just calm that breath back down a little. All right. So go ahead and drop back on your butte. We're going to do some bicycles. So go ahead and lay down. You can bring your knees up. Interlace your hands behind your head. So you're going to do bicycles. So it's going to be left elbow, right knee, right elbow, left knee. I don't know that I'm going to be able to say that correctly every time, so I'm going to count. We're going to do 20. So we're going to start with our left to right, or you can start with whichever. We're just going to do 20, okay? All right, so, and I like to have my legs parallel like this to come in. So you can have them down here if you're challenging yourself, or if you're not and you're struggling, let's go ahead and bring them in a little further. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, hug those knees in. Oh, beautiful. We're going to take a reclined cobbler's pose today in our Shavasana. So go ahead and bring your feet to touch, just like we're in cobbler's pose. And lower them down, knees splay out to the side. Arms splay out to the side. Absolutely fantastic job. That was fun. I hope y'all had fun with that one. I enjoyed that. I'm sweaty. Go ahead and bring your left hand to your belly, right hand to heart center. Feel that heart beating. Feel the breath rising and falling in your belly. Thank you so much for showing up today. As always, I challenge you to stay here as long as you can. Shavasana cannot be missed. This is where we allow our bodies to absorb all of that energy we have built up. I hope to see you back on your mat with me tomorrow. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful, fantastically satisfying day today. Namaste.